not every game launch can go perfectly well, especially in this day and age. Let's just be honest. We had a pandemic going on. We had all kinds of stuff going on. The world is a crazy place. And so obviously there's going to be some times when games launch where there's not going to be, a perfect launch. And with that being said, I do find it very interesting that Microsoft is sending out the warning right now when it comes to Halo Infinite, and I figured I would go ahead and pass that on to everybody because I do think that it is going to be something that a lot of people are going to be needing help with, and maybe just get out there and discuss it a little bit. Again, these consoles always tend to launch with a lot of features, a lot of things like that, and sometimes those features maybe have a little bit of a hard time coexisting with the games and things like that. That's a lot of moving parts, folks. Let's just be real about it. So we do have that to kind of talk about. It's going to be a very good video. It's not a negative Xbox video in any means. I'm just sending out the warning that Microsoft /343 is sending out. So, don't look at me and go, oh man, he's hating on Xbox again. For the record, I'm enjoying the hell out of what I'm playing with Halo. But this is something that everybody should listen to and pay attention to. Hey there everyone, I'm the Crap Gamer, and this of course is Crap Gamer Reviews, your home for gaming news, opinions, reviews, and much more. You'll probably notice a few cool changes around here, but hopefully that doesn't stop you from leaving us a like and possibly even consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some of your free time with me and my silly, stupid YouTube channel. I really do appreciate it. It means the world to me. And again, I can't underestimate how much a simple like means to the channel and to me. So thank you guys very much. Now Microsoft is officially sending out word that there is a warning going on with the Halo Infinite campaign. Yeah, so don't use quick resume on the Xbox Series X and S. Yes, that's right. The big new highly touted feature from Microsoft is causing lots of problems and issues with the game. Halo Infinite developer 343 Studios has warned campaign players to not use the Xbox Series X or S quick resume feature, as this will prevent earned cosmetics to show up in the multiplayer. Apparently, using the quick resume feature can result in becoming disconnected from services, and in turn, this could prevent users from using campaign earned Spartan cosmetics in the multiplayer inventory. On Twitter, Halo community director Brian Gerard explained what's going on and promised that the team is working on a fix. He said, and I quote, "When playing Halo Infinite campaign, you will come across armor lockers that contain cosmetics for your multiplayer Spartan. If you're offline or disconnected from services, which can occur after quick resume, the cosmetics won't show up in your multiplayer inventory." The 343 Industries community director added, "The team is aware and we will eventually have a retroactive fix. You will get the cosmetics you've earned. For now, I recommend not continuing a quick resume session and making sure you're online before venturing into Zeta Halo." Halo Infinite obviously is available right now across the world, Xbox One, Series X, S, PC, whatever, and it's getting really, really good reviews. But obviously this is something that people should be aware of. Just know that, hey, this is something that could potentially impact your game, and this is something that could potentially impact what you're doing as a gamer, and you don't want to miss out on the chance to lose some of the things that you had earned. And I really do think that that's a phenomenal thing for gamers everywhere. I think that it's just a fantastic thing for them to get out there and say, hey, we're ahead of this. I mean, they could just say nothing about it, but hey, you know what, they're being honest about it, and they're being upfront about it. Listen, when you look at games that have launched this year, multiplayer games, Call of Duty, Vanguard, Battlefield, 2042, these games have launched with issues, right? So we do have a weird type of situation where we're not getting complete games at launch these days, but at the same time it's still a very interesting situation, just for the simple fact that look, gamers are going to be a little bit fickle when it comes to this stuff, but at the same time, we can kind of sit there and go, oh, well, I understand that there's a little bit of an issue. Yeah, that's Microsoft's big new thing, but at the same time, we still have this situation where, gamers are going to be feeling a certain type of way about some of these things, right? And, for me personally, I feel that letting people know up front and being upfront about it is the best way to do it. You know, some people might not agree with me or whatever, and I think that's fine. But yeah, that's just personally how I feel about it. So they let us know, and oh well, you can't use that for a little bit, but they've still managed to kind of put their best foot forward and that kind of stuff. And the interesting thing about Halo Infinite, right, is not only is it, you know, a good game and a good comeback story because of everything that's happened, you know, obviously with 343, but oddly enough, fans have already voted the game as the winner of the Player's Choice category, right? So the Game Awards is on tonight, or probably, you know, in a little bit. The video game industry's equivalent of the Oscars, which is primarily voted on by members of the press, including this site that I'm getting this off of. But there's also a public vote for Player's Choice Award, and it's been won by Halo Infinite. There were 3 rounds of voting, with the final 5 contenders being Forza Horizon 5, Resident Evil Village, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, and Halo Infinite. It's very interesting. Thanks to a weird way that Microsoft released the game, the story campaign wasn't available to download until yesterday, but Halo Infinite won the popular vote based purely on the multiplayer. Halo Infinite is not eligible for any of the main awards because it released after the cutoff date for nominations, and at the time they were organized, like the free multiplayer download had not even been announced yet. So you do have that, but they were managed to kind of get in there and get a staggering 35% of the vote for this popular vote. Now, I did ask Tim Dog on Twitter, who has like 40,000 followers, if he retweeted this because he sabotages these polls. But I mean, listen, I haven't played Metroid Dread. I haven't played Resident Evil Village. Forza Horizon 5 is stellar and worthy of winning Game of the Year. It Takes Two is a fantastic game as well. Halo Infinite, really good game so far. I'm very early on in it. But yeah, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how that kind of plays out. But including Halo Infinite in the Player's Choice category is a controversial choice, but the public vote does right a perceived wrong in that Forza Horizon 5 was included in the short list of best titles, because many had complained that it and Returnal were not nominated in the Game of the Year categories, which instead consisted of Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village. So listen, they did give it some love in there, and you know, that's better than nothing, I think. So yeah, good for them. They've managed to kind of put that out there, and people voted for it. I'm surprised that people didn't vote for Forza Horizon 5 a little bit better, you know what I mean? Just in general, I think that it makes sense to kind of go out there and make some of these announcements for these games, and just, you know, go out there and do your thing, right? Like, that's the thing that I kind of want to put across there is, you know, listen, this is an issue. Microsoft is fixing the issue. You know, Microsoft is releasing these games. We're getting more games. The quality has been there. You know, hopefully it continues to be there. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's all we can hope for as gamers, you know, and I hope that they continue to give us quality games that actually, you know, are games that we want as fans, because that's important too. So they did a good job so far. I'm excited about this. I'm sure you guys are all excited about this as well. You know, I can't wait to get started, and I can't wait to watch the show tonight, see all the winners, see all that kind of stuff. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm going to link all these things in the topics below. Thanks for watching. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up. If you enjoy the content, like. If you don't like, if you hate me, like. All that kind of good stuff. Crap gamer out.